It's officially been 100 days of Donald Trump. But yes, tomorrow is officially the 100th day of Donald Trump's first term. And you will be very pleased to hear it is going incredibly well.
The most successful 100 days in the history of our country.
According to Trump, the most successful 100 days in the history of our country. Can anyone offer a counterpoint?
Chaos and confusion from Wall Street to Washington.
More than $6 trillion in market losses. Consumer confidence plummeting.
Outrage over Musk and his Department of Government Efficiency.
This might actually be a constitutional crisis.
Firestorm over the national security breach.
The Russia-Ukraine war raging on.
Just 39% of Americans approve of the way Trump is doing his job. Lower than any past president at the 100-day mark.
He has the lowest approval rating of any president in the past 80 years.
Donald Trump's ratings are 11 points underwater. He doesn't care. He's not afraid of being underwater because he's equipped with a flotation unit protective accessory, or FUPA. Perhaps Trump feels so positive because while the economy is headed south for most people, there have been some winners.
Amazon, Jeff Bezos, is paying $40 million to license a documentary about Melania Trump.
Like, no, the guy's making billions and billions of dollars. But seriously, $40 million for a documentary about Melania Trump. No offense, I'm sure she's a very interesting person. But PBS made the entirety of the Ken Burns Civil War series for $3.5 million. Shoah was $3 million. I think, obviously, they wanted $4, but they still got a good price. The entirety of the Planet Earth series, 11 episodes, was less than that, $25 million. And I know Melania is a mysterious and private woman, but I guarantee you don't have to wait outside her house for weeks at a time hoping to catch a rare nocturnal feeding on a striped South American toad.
Yes, it has been 100 days of Trump in the Oval Office. I mean that figuratively. Obviously, he spent lots of those days in the steam room at Mar-a-Lago. Picture it. I'll wait. Can you see him glistening? Picture it. Oh, yeah? Yeah? Oh, put it in your head. Put it in your head. Don't make me put up a picture, all right? I'm doing it. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Even hotter than your imagination, huh? What were we talking about? Right. It's Trump's 100th day. I think.
Tuesday will mark President Trump's 100th day in office.
President Trump's 100th day in office is coming up this Wednesday.
Tuesday is going to mark President Trump's 100th day.
Wednesday marks the 100th day.
On Wednesday of this week.
It's actually Tuesday.
Wednesday, April 30th.
Tuesday.
Wednesday.
If you count January 20th, his inauguration day as day 1, then tomorrow is day 100. It's simple math. You just look at the calendar and count days.
Oh my God! This is how divided we become under Trump. We can't even agree on how counting works.
The most beautiful word in the entire dictionary of words is the word tariff. I love tariff. Tariffs, more beautiful than love. Let's put God number 1. Let's put religion number 2. And then it's tariff. 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 My favorite word. Tariff.
Tariff! He says tariff like I'm trying to take a bone out of his mouth. Tariff! Tariff!
This is the Oval Office. This is an amazing space. I've added a lot to the space in terms of beautification, in terms of modernization.
Modernization? This looks like my great-grandmother decorated the mantelpiece with her great-grandmother's ashes. And I know that beautification is in the eye of the beholdification, but we can all agree that the foam core Gulf of America map is pulling focus, right? Is the Gulf of America having a bridal shower in the banquet room of the Hilton Garden Inn? Because if it's not, get it out of here.
Of course, you have the Declaration of Independence.
What does it mean to you?
Well, it means exactly what it says. It's a declaration. It's a declaration of unity and love and respect, and it means a lot. And it's something very special to our country.
Look at Terry Moran's face. He looks like a teacher about to call the school psychologist. This is a great drawing. Stay right here.
The president came out swinging and dancing to celebrate 100 days in office.
Trump had so much fun tonight.
He had so much fun.
He seems like he's enjoying himself.
Clearly, he was having a good time.
You can tell when he's on stage, he's having so much fun. He's dancing.
That famous YMCA dance. It's dance time.
They've worked hard and had fun. Isn't that the pursuit of happiness?
No, Laura, it's not. We're not going to be eating cold beans huddled over a fire like, well, at least the president's happy. As long as he's backing that ass up, I think America's going to be A-okay. By the way, that was the first time I've seen Trump dancing from behind, and I gotta say, don't do that ever again. Don't do that. I owe the front butt an apology.
We begin with breaking news. Sources are confirming to Fox News that National Security Advisor Mike Waltz is out.
You know what? You can't jeopardize military missions by adding journalists to your group chats. And to Donald Trump's credit, he realizes he can't have a guy this incompetent working for his administration. He's got to go.
President Trump just announcing moments ago that he will be nominating his current National Security Advisor, Michael Waltz, to be the next U.S. ambassador to the United Nations.
The president has just written on Truth Social that Mike Waltz is going to become the new U.S. ambassador to the United Nations.
Well, there you go.
Fabulous. And in addition to that, he says that in the interim, Secretary of State Marco Rubio will serve as National Security Advisor while continuing his strong leadership at the State Department. Do you know how long he's going to be serving in both roles?
It is clear that I just heard this from you.
You know what? Why don't you come up here and I'll ask you some questions, okay?
Mr. President, thank you for your time. It's interesting that you brought up Harvard, because when people think about Harvard, what they're basically talking about is they're asking, what do you say to those who view your actions as an attack on academic freedom rather than a defense of fairness? What do you say to that?
Well, I say this. We had riots in Harlem, in Harlem.
Amazing. Amazing. Trump heard a black man say Harvard, and he thought he must have meant Harlem. What a beautiful mix of racism and dementia. It sounded like you asked about Social Security, but I'm going to assume you really asked about Soul Plane. No, not a great start, but maybe Donald Trump, maybe he can save it.
We had riots in Harlem, in Harlem, and frankly, if you look at what's gone on, and people from Harlem went up and they protested, Stephen, and they protested very strongly against Harvard.
No, he didn't save it. He didn't.